You've heard the cliche many times. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And it's certainly true when it comes to handicapping. There's a certain element of luck that comes into many a game. But the one thing that probably ticks me off more than anything else is when I hear Scott Van Pelt and the other minions out there talking about bad beats. Oh, is it only a bad beat if you happen to bet on that team? What happens to the other 50% of the gambling public that was on the other side? What are we going to call that game then? A wacky win? A good get? I mean, do we have to come up with some cute name to talk about the winners on that particular game? Bad beats, just a bunch of BS. It makes for some good sports talk, makes for some easy, quick copy to talk about on TV. It's a little cottage industry for Scott Van Pelt and the guys at ESPN. But it's a bunch of BS. That's really all it is. But again, luck does factor into it. And I'll tell you what, for all the bad beats you and I may suffer, over the long haul, I've always maintained that you will win more of those games than you will lose. But basic human nature demands and dictates that gamblers will always remember the losers, especially when they're bad beats, more than you will remember the dramatic wins. It's just the way it always is. I mean, I look at myself over the past week, guys. Last Saturday, I had a big play on Oregon, and James Madison goes on a 99-yard drive and scores a touchdown with a minute five to go to get the backdoor cover. A drive in which Oregon commits two or three penalties, and James Madison's running back breaks off a 49-yard run. Oh, but that was nothing compared to the Hawaii Bowl when the backup quarterback comes in for one play and throws a 22-yard touchdown pass to win it for Hawaii with 10 seconds left. And then just to cap the trifecta this week of bad beats for yours truly, the Cowboys, I thought they were there to get the cover on Christmas Day. And then the gambling gods, well, I definitely ticked them off this week. Washington kicks a 51-yard field goal. Jake Moody, a guy who lost his job earlier because he was inconsistent, a guy who has just missed so many field goals. He boots a 51-yard field goal with a minute 50 play to get the Commanders the backdoor cover too. Yeah, they're all bad beats. But again, there's a certain element of luck. And inevitably, these are things that are all cyclical and they always change. By the way, if you haven't figured it out, that's me at the bottom of the screen. This is going to be your Saturday report. There's a couple of NFL games. I don't know who's going to win them. I don't know. There's a lot of college bowl games. I have one play, and I've got a complimentary play. And all the other games I don't give a damn about. So let's talk about the one game I do want to talk about here on the video report. You wanted honesty? What do you think I'm going to lie to you at this point in time? With a couple of months to go here before I quit? Ain't going to happen. The one game that I am going to talk about here today is going to be the Texas Bowl, which is going to be Houston and LSU. I don't understand the line in this game. Houston is a 1.5-point favorite. It's not a home game. It's not being played at the Cougars' home stadium, but it's the next best thing to being at home. Sounds like a hotel commercial, doesn't it? As the game is being played at the Texans' home stadium in, ta-da, Houston, NRG Stadium. I've been in 38 states. I've traveled extensively in 38 states. I've been to so many major cities. I've got to say that Miami, where Steve lives, and Houston are my two least favorite states in the entire USA, which naturally means neither one of those states will ever hire, or cities will ever hire me to be the director of tourism. But Houston, the roads suck, the traffic sucks, and I just hate the whole vibe of the city. So there you go. They're never inviting me back. Damn, and I was so hoping to host their New Year's Day parade if they have one. So anyway, the Texas Bowl, you've got a Houston team that really, it's 9-3. Willie Fritz, second season, almost a completely intact roster, and I think that's what benefits them the most. Kind of a statistical oddity. They're 6-0 in road games, although I don't know when you're playing 22 minutes away from your home stadium, if playing at the next best thing to your home stadium is really a road game, but hey, I'll roll with it. You've got an LSU team that, of course, has their interim coach, Frank Wilson, finishing out the season with Lane Kiffin looking over his shoulder. You've got a LSU team that's going to have at least three All-America candidates that won't be playing today. And you look at the number of opt-outs, guys that are preparing for the draft, already have entered the transfer portal. I mean, these are some great players they've got not playing today. Chief among them, the linebackers, Harold Perkins and Whit Weeks. I mean, there goes their pass rush. A couple of key guys in the secondary, one of their top wide receivers. I counted at least seven potential starters, maybe eight, that aren't going to be in the lineup here for LSU. Now, granted, they are a deep team, but this is a team that struggled all year, especially offensively. It was their defense that carried them. And again, I'm looking at their defense: one, two, three linebackers, a starting safety, a starting cornerback. So that's five starters on defense that I don't see. I don't care how deep they are, that aren't going to be playing today. And you had an offense that was unable to do anything this year. They failed to score more than 25 points against any FBS opponent. They couldn't run the ball at all this year, finished 122nd ranked among all FBS teams. So, again, I go back to the line. Houston is only a 1.5 point favorite as I do this video at 6:20 Eastern time in the morning. I'm going to go with the Houston Cougars as your free picks today. That'll do it, guys. Talk to you again on Sunday when we do this one more time. Good luck, everybody. Take care.